How's it going, everyone? This is your Astrology Horoscope for Friday, April 19th, 2024. I'm astrologer Alex Skyles, and welcome to the Moon Base. Hope you guys had a great week. Happy Friday. This is the last day the sun's in Aries. So we're moving into manifesting season, right? So, there's a lot of new information that we've gathered through this Aries season with these eclipses, with Mercury retrograding in Aries, with Venus in Aries, the North Node. There's definitely a lot of new energy coming into our lives, and also a lot of breaking old patterns and old habits, with the South Node in Libra in Aries season. We've definitely cleaned out a lot. We've cleaned out a lot of compartments within ourselves. And this Jupiter-Uranus, 21 degrees, is really starting to get lit up here. And, this fucking Mars and Pisces making this badass sextile to this Jupiter-Uranus at 21. Mars is at 21, Jupiter and Uranus is at 21. So, I think with what we're expanding in our lives and what this Jupiter-Uranus is bringing into our lives, especially on the positive end, there's this support with Jupiter to really go after and take action on this big manifesting energy that's coming through with Jupiter and Uranus. And Mars to me is very much a manifesting energy. As Jupiter is, Jupiter expands and grows everything it touches, right? Taurus manifests. Mars and Pisces, really wants to go after things, but it's going after things, from a place that is connected to the soul and the divine connection within. We're moving forwards and we're moving towards the next steps, but it's almost like, another force is kind of guiding us and pushing us, and this Mars making this really supportive sextile to this Jupiter-Uranus is really kicking us into gear and saying, it's like we have to go after this manifesting energy that's coming through here that we're not going to get for another 13 years at least, but it won't be in Taurus. So, this is a rare one. And the fact that Mars is supporting Jupiter and Uranus makes it even more rare, and that there's no crazy ass aspects that's being made to this Jupiter-Uranus. It's in good shape, which is exciting. And this moon in Virgo today, as the sun in Aries is leaving and getting ready to go into Taurus, this moon in Virgo is giving us quite a reality check. It's like, okay, we've had a lot of excitement through Aries season with these eclipses and with the moon in Leo helping us close out. There's been a lot of excitement and a lot of new positive creative energy that's come through, and definitely getting on the other side of this North Node with Chiron and really understanding our individual selves better and, the identity we want to project into the world from that raw, true self, and, this moon at the same time is saying, hey, it's like we need to check our environment. We need to check our reality, and just take a look around, getting really caught up in the extreme kind of out of this world excitement that this Jupiter Uranus is bringing through. I think it is important to get a little bit of grounded emotional energy today and kind of come at things in a much more practical way and, take your time. I think patience is really key with this Mars supporting Jupiter and Uranus and this moon in Virgo, really bringing on this, more realistic emotional approach today. But, we just don't want to take every opportunity that comes our way, right? We want to be patient with the ones that are coming straight towards you and that are meant for you and that is really going to grow in a very natural way that is organic and pure to the individuals that we are. So I think it's really important too to be able to utilize any sort of connections or, people in your life that are, really helping you get to a better place or want to support you, or maybe vice versa. Definitely this Mars and Pisces bringing up this, idea of sacrificing yourself and serving others. And with it making this great sextile to Jupiter Uranus, it's like whatever we really do sacrifice and give to others at this moment and focus on not just ourselves like this Venus and Aries wants to, I think that's what can really expand in really fast, unknown, unique, beautiful ways. With Mars really giving a lot of support. Thank God that we have this. Like, what are the odds? Now Venus or Mercury has crossed Venus, or Venus is about to cross Mercury as Mercury retrogrades back across Venus. I'm dyslexic sometimes. And Mercury is going to be going retrograde on the North Node here in the next few days, about the 25th. So we got about 6 more days for this Mercury to go retrograde. And then it's like we can really start to understand these things within ourselves that we've been trying to understand about who we are and how we've evolved as individuals, and being able to not let the kind of lingering things that just are not working out, especially in relationships. These eclipses have severed a lot of unnecessary baggage, and we've had to weigh out the options, It's like we've had to kind of be critical and, use our best judgment, with the South Node in Libra. So we want to use our best judgment. But definitely, I think this moon today is definitely giving us a reality check. And then as this moon comes closer into Virgo, it'll start making some good aspects to Jupiter and Uranus as well. We will feel that more on the weekend, but as we end up tonight, this moon will come to a much better place. It'll have to deal with Mercury. It'll make a quincunx to Mercury. So, like we still don't have all the pieces to the puzzle yet. We're still trying to understand certain things in our lives and in certain areas in our lives that's definitely connected to just us, our unique being. But, if communication feels off, or you feel like you can't say how you feel, or, you find yourself being more timid, or vice versa, where, you just kind of want to pop off, even though you could have come at things in a more methodical way, in a more calculated way, or realistic. I definitely think today is one of these days where communication can get a little strange, but knowing that, we can step back and be a little bit more critical and not so impulsive with this moon making a quincunx to Mercury. So, there's so much to be excited about going into the weekend. This Jupiter Uranus is going to be exact. Mars is supporting that, which is really special. I think that's really amazing. And this is going to be setting the tone for the next 12 years, for the next 13 years, or possibly longer. This is Taurus. Taurus lasts forever. They always say if you want to have a wedding or, do anything that's really going to stand the test of time, do it when the moon's in Taurus. I always heard that as a kid. So these things that we are really manifesting in our lives and really wanting to grow, and the seeds that were probably planted long ago that are starting to sprout now in our lives, who knows how long ago we planted these seeds. I do know for me personally, this goes a lot of what I'm going through personally goes back to 2005 and the last time I had the North Node in Aries. So There we go. I got the 9 of Cups. So it's like, this is very Jupiter. He's got all he needs and he's pretty content. He's pretty happy. And I think, too, it's like today's one of these days with this Mars trining or sextiling this Jupiter-Uranus. It's like we have all that we need. We don't need any more than what we have. And no matter what, we're always going to be protected, especially with this Mars and Pisces making such great aspects here. I think that's a big reminder, too, is that this Mars and Pisces, as physical as Mars is, it's acting from a much more multi-dimensional place, a more spiritual place, a place that's not connected to our physical reality. So with this Mars and Pisces sextiling this Jupiter-Uranus as it's building up towards its exact conjunction, I think what's expanding in our lives and the more positive, optimistic things that are coming into our lives in ways that we don't really understand yet or definitely are not going to expect, it's coming from a more divine place and reminding us that we are protected divinely, which is a great reminder for today. But also with this moon in Virgo today, giving us quite a reality check. So pretty dynamic day to end Aries season. And now going into Taurus season, the biggest manifesting energy of the year. We're not going to have it again. Really like this for the rest of 2024 or when Jupiter's in Gemini. So this is the last bit of the doors that are going to be really fully open for the rest of 2024. These next 2 months. We want to take advantage of these next 2 months as much as possible. So I appreciate all of you being here, all the new people being here. What's up? If you're new here, subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video, find me on Instagram, all my social media. All the links to my platforms are in the description of this video. And my Jupiter, Uranus, and Taurus conjunction reading sale is available. And the last week of May until Jupiter goes into Gemini, it'll be open. So the link to my booking website is also in the description of this video. Have a great Friday, and I will see you all for the weekend. Peace.